The Queen's Platinum Jubilee weekend. What's going on in and around Basildon? I thought I'd link up with Lady Sidra Naeem. Not only is she the Queen's representative right here in the county of Essex, she's also the very first Muslim Queen's representative in the whole of the UK. Lovely to have you on Gateway, Lady Sidra. So an exciting time. It's the Queen approaching her 96th birthday. We know it's been a pretty tough time for her. She lost her husband. We saw that rather poignant service very recently. How do you feel about things at the moment?
I think it's absolutely brilliant, really, that we are living to witness such great time period in history. There is no other queen that has had a platinum jubilee. And, you know, it's absolutely wonderful that we're living in this era to witness this, and this will make history really for a long time.
Now, there are lots of things, as I started with this, I said, going on around the area. Tell us what you're involved with for the weekend.
There is so much going on, actually, and Basildon has really, you know, gone to town with so many celebrations. So I will be involved on the day where the lighting of the beacon will happen, and I will be there with lots of other dignitaries, which is very special, in Gloucester Park. And that will actually start the celebrations off for the weekend. And then after that, on one of the days, we've got an open picnic where everybody will come, bring their picnics, and there's so much entertainment involved. There will be entertainment on the stage with singing, dancing, drumming, food as well. And then there'll be stalls as well where they will be showcasing some of their crafts. And also local businesses. That's going to be really great. And I'm hoping the weather will stay lovely as well for that.
Well, Gloucester Park, as we know, was named after the Queen's cousin, which will be also tying quite nicely with this. Now, you've been to see Her Majesty, haven't you, at Buckingham Palace? You've probably met royalty on more than one occasion. Very recently, Prince Charles and his wife, Camilla.
Yes, I did. Yes, that was absolutely wonderful experience. We actually had a 20-minute conversation with the Queen, and she spoke to me, and she said she knew me because she'd already read about me. So it was a very close conversation, and she was a lovely person, very nice. She made time to speak to everybody, and you know, she made me feel at home in the palace. I also did go again then to the Queen's garden party, and I met with Prince Charles and Camilla there, and also had a very wonderful conversation with Camilla there and Prince Charles. It's absolutely wonderful. I've been very privileged actually to have personal conversations with all of them at the palace and in the garden as well.
Did Prince Charles mention his father at all? And as I mentioned, that service we saw very recently, we know the Queen has been suffering with ailing health, but she got to her feet and she got herself along to that service just a few weeks ago.
Yes, Prince Charles did actually, because everybody asked that day when we were in Buckingham Palace where his father was, the Duke of Edinburgh, and he mentioned that he had withdrawn at that stage from public duties because he gets very tired, and he mentioned about standing up a lot in public duties, and because, you know, he was, you know, older by that stage, he found it difficult to stand on his feet for so long. And I must say that is true, because it was 3 hours we were in Buckingham Palace that day, and the Queen was on her feet for the whole 3 hours. So it's not really as easy as it looks, really. It's quite a lot of hard work.
Something I don't think I could handle, being on my feet for that amount of time at my age as well. And I'm considerably younger than Her Majesty, and I struggle with it. Now we talk about the next generation of royals, the Duke and Duchess of Cambridge. We recently saw them on a tour to Jamaica and the Bahamas, a somewhat controversial tour, I have to say, because of the Queen being head of state in Jamaica. They're looking to looking for change there, and mixed feelings. A little bit sad.
I think the Queen's done really, really well. I mean, during Queen Victoria's reign, she ruled 3/4 of the world. And a lot of those countries were outside of Europe. And we embraced, you know, in Britain, different cultures and different faiths and different, you know, types of people, tribes, and, you know, rich people and everything. And I think that the Queen has really helped to maintain that. And she's always done all her duties really well with all the Commonwealth countries. And it's hard work traveling to those countries and then adapting to the culture and mixing in with all the entertainment they have and things. So I think that she's done really, really well. And I think that that's going to continue with Prince Charles, because he's now taken over with the Commonwealth duties.
Yes, and if they do become a republic, I hope they don't cut themselves completely off from the monarchy, because, as you say, they've done such a wonderful job throughout the years. So the Duke and Duchess, have you met them yet?
Yes, I have met both, you mean Prince Charles and Camilla? Yes, I have met them twice. So once at Buckingham Palace, where I did have a conversation with both, and then once again at the garden party, where again I had a conversation with both. I was very privileged, because with the garden party, I was stepped aside by somebody to, I was one of the chosen people to speak to Camilla and Charles, and yet there were over, you know, thousands of people that day at the garden party. But I was one of the chosen ones who was pulled aside by the guards to speak to them. So yes, I've spoken to both of them on 2 occasions now in a royal capacity.
Hello. I know we're turned sorry. Especially for the occasion. Perfect, isn't it? Not too hot, not too cold. Oh, did you go? You were here last year.
I came to the Commonwealth last year, and I met you then.
That's right. Yes. No, it's nice to see you.
Yes, you as well. Thank you so much for having me.
It's lovely to see you. It's very nice. Hello. How are you?
So, Lady Sidra Naeem, I'm going to ask you, if you were to pick a song for this Platinum Jubilee show here on Gateway, what song would you choose?
I'd like to choose Holiday by Madonna, because I think that really goes with this weekend, with all the celebrations and the holiday theme. We've got 4 bank holidays as well.
So from Lady Sidra Naeem, here it is, Madonna with Holiday on the Platinum Jubilee show. Well, we wish you well for the Platinum Jubilee weekend, and would like to say, as always, Lady Sidra Naeem, you're a Queen's representative for us here in Essex. Thank you for taking time out to speak on this special Platinum Jubilee show at Gateway 97.8.
Thank you very much for having me. It's been a pleasure.